in the all right, the great Geniza in the cloud. So if you want to relive this, you can listen to it. All right, a couple more people are getting beamed in. So there's some familiar people, some new people. Any way you slice it, it is a blessing and a pleasure that you are here with us. Regardless of your ability, your exposure to Yiddish, you should be able to get something out of this evening. Tonight, by and large, mostly everything you will see will be in Yiddish letters, transliteration, and English. There's one story that does not. That's more of a listening activity should we get there. A longer story. But just so everyone knows, you'll never get called on. You'll never get asked to do anything. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. We are all more or less adults here. So, all right. And you can always interrupt me with questions, complaints, comments, controversial statements, anything you like to say. Well, without further ado, I would like to welcome you all and just give some sort of indication that you could see the screen as it comes out. Everyone?
Yes.
All right. We have all the great languages here. We have Hebrew, English, Russian, Ukrainian, Georgian. So a somewhat new tradition here at I Want You Should we've been doing for the past couple months. You can keep this inside. You could say it. You could type it. But if you want to, as we say, dedicate your learning, if there's anyone you have in mind or who's in memory you want to do your learning, we like to believe this does change something in the atmosphere of the world. So I dedicate my learning to my dog, Miette, who left this world back in April. And it's a adjustment of reality. And my parents are here, yay. So if you want to say anyone's out loud, type it in the chat, keep it to yourself. We like to dedicate our learning. And to separate this time from the rest of the day, whatever we are doing or not doing, this is the time we set apart for our learning. And we have the blessing we traditionally say before we learn Torah, lovingly interpreted into Yiddish. So you can respond however you traditionally respond when you hear a blessing. Gläubt bist du, Rabbeinu shel Olam, unser Gott, der König von der Welt, was hat uns geheiligt, mit seinen Mitzvahs und befeuillen sich zu lernen die Rede von Torah. Amen, amen. And Baruchim haboim le Yiddishland. Welcome to Yiddishland. Population is roughly 13, 14. Gain your boot. You should increase. So I always start these off. If you've been here once, you've heard this more than twice, that just for today we have a working definition of Yiddish being any way that Jews speak to each other amongst ourselves to describe something to Jewish life. So sometimes I say that Yiddish can be a spectrum or we can just say there's many Yiddishes, plural. But today we're talking about Yiddish with capital Yud, with Yiddish. So we have a handful of activities, exercises. What looks interesting so far today? We could start at the top and go down. If there's anything that's pulling anyone's attention, we can certainly go to your attention.
Say it in Yiddish.
Say it in Yiddish, I'm hearing. That's a familiar voice. All right, this is a collective group activity. So all of us, we can speak English, and we're going to do our best to say it in Yiddish. Your best interpretation, group work, collective. 2 Jews are drinking coffee in the morning. How would this be in Yiddish?
Zwei Juden
trinken
No?
Kaffee in der Früh.
Oh, go team. All the elements were there. Good teamwork.
Juden.
Zwei Jiden trinken Kaffee in the Früh. 2 Jews are drinking coffee in the morning. Probably instant coffee. Okay. I need some milk. Please buy me some.
Ich darf ein bisschen Milch. Oh, bitte verkaufen mir?
Verkäufen is to sell. Käufen.
Oh, okay. Kaufen. Okay.
Kauft mir.
Well, somebody's got to sell it to me.
Someone's got to. Shkoya.
Ich darf,
And
ich darf etwas Milch.
Ich darf etwas Milch.
Sei so gut, kauf mir ein bisschen
Ein
Milch.
bisschen.
You got it.
Okay.
So,
Yay,
ja, ja.
Hillel.
Noch einmal, one more time.
Ich darf mir, what's the translation? Ich darf etwas Milch, sei so gut, kauft mir ein bisschen.
Shkoya. I thought someone was asking a question also at the same time.
I said Yasher Koach.
Oh. No. The students don't have any books. They need books.
Die Talmidim,
Die Studentens.
Ja, die Schüler oder die Studentin.
Yeah, we have choices. Talmidim.
Talmiden, ja. Haben nicht kein Bücher.
Shkoya.
aber nicht kein Bücher.
Yes. Say Darfen die Bicher.
Shkoya. Studentin, Schüler, Talmidim, Studenten, alle seien kusher und kromulent. Und basidik. There isn't any salt on the table.
Auf den Tisch,
Nicht da Salz.
Es ist nicht da kein Salz auf dem Tisch.
noch
Oh,
einmal.
Mumchas and mavens, ihr seid. So, I mean, we say 2 Jews, 3 opinions. The math gets harder from there.
Yeah.
There's no salt on the table. Do you want tea? Yes, without sugar.
Willst du Tee? Ja, nicht Zucker. I'm going Zucker.
On Zucker.
Ja, on Zucker.
And since English just only has one U, Yiddish has two U's. We have vilsti and then ihr wilt, the plural. So
You said
vilsterte.
Vilsti. You said Vilsti, not Vilstu?
It comes out vilsti.
Ah, so this is a Litvish.
I have a mixed
different.
marriage.
Okay. No.
It's a vilstirte.
Yeah.
Viltirte. You plural. Do y'all want te? Y'all on suker.
Ear. Hey, no.
Viltirte. Please pass me some bread.
I don't know the word pass.
Anyone in?
Give me a,
It's like
Like
serve.
Yeah.
like what?
Say give me her. That's fine. It's the synonymous with the word serve.
Yeah.
Der Langen.
Yes.
Der langt mir. Ja.
Tag.
Bitte, der langt mir ein bisschen Brot oder das Brot.
Sei so gut.
Zaya soy gut. Bitte, bevakasha, s'il vous plaît,
Mhm.
por favor, whatever you got. All can be. Be so good. That's a little dramatic. Be so good.
Das ist sehr gut, ja.
Some people don't eat breakfast in the morning.
Your microphone on? Okay.
They're called astronauts. No. Some people don't eat breakfast in the morning.
Mehr es nicht breakfast. I don't know the word breakfast in there more.
Freitag? Is it Freitag?
Do you use something other than
Frühstück.
that?
Frühstück, yes.
Frühstück.
Frühstück.
Oh, yeah. So
In
how do
der
we say
Morgen.
in der free?
In der Früh.
Der Früh.
Morgen is tomorrow.
It's not a cognate.
No. Morgen in der free, tomorrow morning, we say. So how do we say some people? Because at first someone beautifully said, me es nicht, like this one does not eat, this universal person.
Ja.
But we're looking for a segment of anyone.
Etliche.
Etlicher would be nice.
Ja.
Tail
Tail.
mention.
Okay. Tail.
A segment, a portion, a portion of people, some people. Es sind kein Frühstück. And Frühstück is a fun word. If you look at it long enough, it turns into two words. It turns into free, which is early, and then shtick. Everyone here knows shtick. What's a shtick? A little piece, a bit. So your breakfast is your early bit, your early piece. But some people will just say breakfast. Breakfast in a Jew, All right, Frühstück. May I ask you several questions? Here we can have that word etlicher. What did it say? May I ask you several questions?
Mag ich fragen etliche Fragen?
Schkoja, mag ich dich fragen? Etliche Fragen. Can I ask you several questions? No. Sehr schön gespielt. Dank Tati. And everyone works well together so far. Sehr schön. Was noch?
What else?
Was noch? Zetois interessant. What else looks good?
What else? From the first list?
Cursed expressions.
And Proverbs.
and I
I'm
like the
hearing some
Proverbs,
cursed
too.
expressions.
And Proverbs,
The
yes.
Proverbs.
Let's use these wisely. No, these aren't like insults. These are just cursed expressions. So this is where you'll see things in both Jewish and transliteration, so anyone can give a read, even if you're working with your Aleph base, or you can read. Anyone would like this one?
Sure. Es ist geringer euch zu heben, Schirche von der Eder Geschäft.
Shkoya, sehr schön gelesen.
It is easy to be a drinker, a drunk.
A shikar is a drunk. Okay.
A drunk from the earth. Either something about a business, Geschäft.
Yes. Anyone want to add their 2 shekels?
Yeah. It's easier to
Sorry.
help up or lift up. Yeah.
Shidei Shane.
Ashika. Yeah. He's up in Ashika, an alcoholic.
Kenzan?
Enzyme. Okay.
That's a good one.
A shiker is a bêbado. Em português is a bêbado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier to lift up a drunk off the ground before a business.
So
Geschäft. Yeah.
Oifhaben. Oifhaben is to lift.
Ah.
But I put it into regular English. Who would like this one?
You told me. To have borscht, which is soup, you don't need any teeth.
Yes.
Alla seinen Masken? Tak.
Yeah.
For borscht, you don't need to have
Any teeth. Yeah.
What
Go
does
ahead.
that mean? What
And it's
Because you drink it. You drink it. You don't
yeah,
chew
but
it.
I know
But why?
literally what it means.
Yeah.
But like, what's this? Why is this a phrase? Like, it's a good thing
Yeah. What's the meaning?
to eat because you don't even need teeth to eat it.
well, sure.
I don't know. Like when would you use this?
Mm-hmm.
So something easy is you don't need to make a great effort, probably.
I think the
Why-
interpretation is ours for the interpreting of when would you use this.
Yeah.
You don't need
That is a kasha. That is not only because it's a little sarcastic, it's a little ironic, it's a little self-deprecating. So it's perfect.
I guess borscht was a very, very common, cheap drink or soup.
It's soup.
So you don't have to make a big effort to prepare it or to drink it.
Or you could think of this as some sort of nod of like of class of eating meat. You need either good dentures or your original teeth to be able to eat the flunkin and the whatever. So if you don't have such great teeth, or you're not wearing your teeth, or have teeth, then this is from borscht. There's borscht.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it sort of treats borscht as a punishment, where I think borscht is quite the pleasure. All right. Well, some of these have more of a clear wisdom.
Right.
Who would like to give this one? Thankfully, this one has some Hebrew in it.
Yeah, klal.
Are you holding up something that I can't see?
I should be sharing the screen. That
No,
I'm not.
No, I can see it.
I can't.
I can too. I can.
I can
That's
see it.
weird.
Oh.
That's weird. That's
Maybe
weird.
try clicking on something.
I just clicked on share, but it thinks I want to share, which I don't. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can close. I see the people on the side. No, I still don't see it. That's weird. Switch to shared content. Aha! I got it. I got it, Avi.
Aha, they say.
Does it-
All right. Who would like to give this a read?
Okay.
No Jew left
Der
behind.
Klau
All
von
right.
Der Klau von Chochmeh
Chochmeh. Chochmeh.
is, what is it? Chochmeh is as
Yeah.
Mensch wächst. I have no idea. No
Anyone
idea.
have any insight?
Klal is order. Klal Yiddish is structured. I don't know this
More?
Rule,
rule.
guideline, principle.
Principle.
The
Okay.
rule of the wise man
Yeah.
is that one should be silent. One is
Right.
silent.
Shkoya. We don't really have that
Yeah.
word schweiging in English.
Yeah.
Is to
Okay.
remain silent, is to keep quiet.
Yeah.
So then open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Yes.
Okay. I forget how the first part of that goes. Yeah, we have klal Yiddish. Rule Yiddish with rules for the first time ever. All right. Noch a Beispiel. Who would like this one?
Die ganze Welt
The
steht
whole
auf
world
der Spitzung.
lives.
Also,
Yes.
Yefe. Yefe meod. Was meint das? What does this mean?
The whole world stands at the tip of the tongue.
Yefe. Nechon. The whole
Yeah,
world
good
stands
job.
on the tip of your tongue.
The tongue. So what you say, is very important.
Yeah. I mean, we like to believe that the world was spoken into creation. Details are murky, but we know the difference between a kind word and a nasty word, of the kind of day someone can have. Yeah. All depends on tip of your tongue. All right. A little humor here, hopefully. Vos meitos, a doctor.
Doctor.
Mezoktos oftmol. One says this often.
Favos, ich verstehe nicht Favos.
This is fun because if a doctor had a good year, means a lot of people are sick. As the doctor wünscht him nicht a good year, so that people are going to be healthy.
Exactly. A good year for the doctor is a bad year for you and your health.
Good. Vinchin, a good year. So Dr. Tor should not Tor.
So we have tornisht. Tornit together means you dare not. It's forbidden, or you don't in regular English.
So why is it Tor men nicht?
One should not.
Yes.
Men is
the men is the subject.
Ah, thank you.
Because you can say metor nicht wünschen a doctor, blah blah blah. But that men, and we have to remember, men has nothing to do with actual men. It's the universal one.
It's the structure that threw me.
So the doctor is not the subject.
No.
Right.
So
The doctor is the receiver of the wishing.
So the subject would be men tornished a doctor. Men tornished
Wünschen a doctor.
Doctor.
Good.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you're starting this
not.
emphasis, sorry?
One should not wish a good year to the doctor because it's not good for the rest.
But Avi, you were saying when you start with their doctor, a doctor, it's emphasizing.
It's emphasizing like, because like in a Yiddish sentence, usually the first part is the main idea. So you're saying like a doctor, emphasis, mine.
Oh.
And then because that sort of creates this dependent situation, this dependent clause, our verb has to come right after.
Right.
It really is wünschen a doctor.
Yes.
Right? We should not wish the doctor a good year.
No.
And
tornished is the verb.
Right. So mentor nish wünschen a doctor a good year. You could say it that way. But if it's this way, then it's more emphasis on the doctor.
Right. It's like saying like to a doctor, you don't.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're saying a doctor, you should not wish to have a good year.
Right.
Right.
So
you can even say, a good year. Tormen nicht wünschen a doctor. Just whatever's the most important or that you're emphasizing. All right. Noch a Beispiel. What do you have on this word mies? What a beautiful word, mies.
Ugly?
Yes.
Ugly.
Ugly.
Die Welt ist schön. Die Welt ist schön. Nur die Menschen machen sie mies.
Machen sie mies.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes, it's a good one.
The world is pretty, only the people make it ugly.
Right. Make it ugly.
We can relate to that, right? We need more people to keep the world beautiful.
It's like It's like someone says, I love my job except for, my boss and my coworkers, the stuff I have to do. This one translates quite well as English.
Okay. Mit Honig kann man chappen mehr Fliegen wie mit Essig.
Go ahead. We say this in English.
Yes.
You catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Right. Yeah.
Some of these translate quite well.
Your pictures are wonderful.
Well, thank you.
They're cute. Very cute.
It's very validating. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mir ist dankbar. All right. Let's give it to the animals now. What means this literally or figuratively?
Oh. I really don't care.
And how did you get to that conclusion?
Well, es out mir wie die Katz von Mittwoch. Who cares about the cat from Wednesday? Something that's not important. So I don't think about it.
What's es art mich?
Es art mich. Arten is a verb that means out of the box to concern.
Ah.
As in, often we say, that doesn't concern me, which is a polite way of saying, I don't care.
Right. I don't care.
So this is how we can politely express that in Jewish. Es art mich is I care. And the negative, es art mich nicht. I don't care. But here we're using it sort of this inverted irony of it concerns me like the cat does Wednesday. Like you can't tell your cat, look, it's Wednesday. Whatever.
Do this and that.
Exactly. The cat doesn't care.
So S is taking the place of the Katz von Mittwoch.
Yeah. It concerns me.
Yeah.
Or in English, I care, like the cat about Wednesday.
But the S is a placeholder for the cats von Mittwoch. Is that right?
No, it's the
It
S.
concerns me.
Oh,
Es tut mir weh. Yeah.
Es tut mir weh. Right.
It matters to me. Like
it doesn't.
Matters
Yeah,
to a
it
cat if it's
matters.
Wednesday.
Right.
Es art mich. It.
So viel mavens do. So many mavens.
I understood that one.
A similar kind of, same sort of idea.
Katzman.
Some sort of irony. What's a nugget?
A rich person.
Yeah, we have a lot of words for a rich person. A nugget hat feint COVID.
Via Katz.
He hates COVID.
Yeah.
Mazek kavod. What is
honor, glory?
Yeah, honor.
Honor.
When you're given importance, when you're made important, when they give you COVID.
Respect.
Respect. Yeah.
Like a Katz smetana. What is smetana?
Name of a composer.
Sour cream.
Sour cream. Yeah.
Sour cream.
There's a composer named Smetana.
Oh.
No, that's Smetana.
Oh. Santana?
Smetana.
No, not Santana.
Oh.
Smetana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, a rich person hates honor like a cat hates cream. So this you got to do a little gymnastics to be like, oh, cats love cream. Garfield like lasagna. Okay.
But it's interesting how they don't repeat the verb.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of our curses, there are a lot of themes in ours, and one of the recurring themes is sort of the body and health and sickness, but never sex. Mm-hmm. Sex is never used insultingly in a Yiddish curse. Mm-hmm. Diarrhea, yes. Sex, no. So give this a read, and I invite you to interpret what's happening here.
Wow. One is thunder, the other is lightning, right? Donner and blitzen.
No, thunder and lightning.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So, Boich and Häusen.
Yeah, right. In your stomach.
In your pants.
And in your pants, right.
So, a lot of these curses or whatever have the words.
Curse. Yeah, this is a curse, right.
We'll have the word Zolan, which is like the thing you want to see happen in life. So, it should to you, there should be thunder and stuff. Thunder in your stomach. So you can interpret this as gross as you need it to for your own imagination. Mm-hmm. It's up to you. Thunder in the stomach and lightning in your pants. Okay. Sometimes these curses or expressions just express something absurd or impossible to sort of confuse you. How would like you to interpret this one? Gesucht dem verjorgen Schnee. Gesucht dem verjorgen Schnee.
Go search.
Look for
something snow.
Yeah, from last year. Go and look for the snow of last year. Now, what would that? That means that something, for last year's snow.
That's a good one, huh?
So this is like you're like on your way of saying Gayavek or
Yeah,
You're dismissing.
like,
You're
go
dismissing.
bug your father. Like, leave me alone.
yeah.
I like that.
Want to get rid of someone, and it sort of makes you think for a minute.
Yeah.
And if you don't really like last year's snow, or it doesn't snow where you live, and you've never seen snow, you have the same thing but with wind.
Right.
Yeah.
Geh such dem Wind in Feld.
Go look for the wind in, I don't know, Feld.
A field.
Field.
Prairie. Field.
Yeah. And in the right context, Feld can mean a non-Jewish cemetery.
Wow.
But for our purposes, go look for the wind in a field. Go figure.
Right. That means go away, right?
That means go bug your sister. Like, what do you?
Right.
I don't get it.
Go. Right. Go bug your sister.
And what are transliteration?
Onion.
Onion tears,
Onion.
Yeah.
What can mean
tears. Right.
With onion tears.
So it means he cries with phony tears.
Yeah. Fake, insincere.
Insincere. Fake. Right.
I hope that you can take some of these and use them with your friends and family to delight or insult any way that you like, to color your language, beautify this language. What else looks good here?
Random Yiddish proverbs?
Random Yiddish proverbs. Okay. So we kind of had a bunch of random Yiddish proverbs, but now it's a little bit different because now I have these two books that I'm going to hold up. One is 1001 Yiddish proverbs.
No.
1001 Yiddish proverbs. And the other one is Words Like Arrows, a treasury of Yiddish folk sayings. What's not to love?
Nice.
So, anyone want to just yell out a number between 1 and 1001?
721.
721. 721. I thought someone was going to say 770. All right. Do you want it in English first or in Yiddish first?
Do Yiddish first.
All right. Mit der Barscht una Nodo behalt men dem Dallas. Mit der Barscht una Nodo behalt men dem Dallas.
With borscht and a rich man, you can hold $1?
Mit a barscht, with a brush.
Oh, brush. That sounds like borscht.
Brush. Yeah.
Una nodel.
Needle.
A needle. Needle.
A needle. Yeah.
With a brush and a needle. Behalt men.
One can hold, or one can present.
No, one can hide.
Take, behalten, to hide. Dem Dallas.
Talus,
What
the
is
prayer shawl.
Dallas?
Don't
The
know.
talus is the
Dallas or the
Dallas is one of the many, many words we have for poverty.
Oh.
Poverty.
I don't know that.
Yeah, Dallas. Okay.
What is the name?
With a brush and a needle, poverty can be covered up.
What's the name of the book that you're reading, Avi?
1001 Yiddish proverbs presented by Fred Kogos.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kogos. I have that.
With a brush and a needle, poverty can be covered up.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you could put on appearances with All right.
Because there was a lot of dollars, right?
There was plenty to
in
go
the old,
around.
right. There was a lot in the old home, in the old houses. Yeah.
And you maybe had some sort of social, some sort of responsibility to not sort of make it everyone's. You do your best. You put your makeup on and you
Right.
whatever. I'm not saying
Right,
it's
that's
good. I'm
what
just
they
saying
did.
that's sort of an idea
That's
of
what, yeah, that was what was done.
All right. Another number.
$4.19.
Shem sich nicht, don't be shy.
$4.19.
419. Let's see. 419. That's April 19th when the Warsaw Ghetto uprising started. Okay. In Yiddish first. All right, this is weird. Der Schuster rett von der Kapotte. Der Backer von der Lopete. That's a new one on me. Well, I guess.
Noch einmal.
Was ist der Schuster rett von der Kapotte. Der Backer von der Lopete. And they translate
don't speak. They don't talk about their.
Red means
this
to
one is
speak,
weird. It
right?
says the shoemaker, the Schuster. We understood the Schuster. The shoemaker speaks of his last, and the sailor of his mast. Okay, didn't say we would understand all of these.
No, that was not very. A little difficult.
All right. All right. Let's try 316. That's a Jewish number. No, wait, 613. That's a Jewish number.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, this one's pretty good. This one starts with Gott. So we can all think about Hashem. Gott hat gegeben dem Narr Hand und Fies und hat ihm gelost laufen.
God gives man hands and feet, and you read the rest, and he laughs. God makes plans. Oh,
you're there. God hat gegeben dem Narr.
Fool. He gives the fool.
Hand und Fies.
Hands and feet.
Und hat ihm gelost laufen.
And he runs laughing.
And allowed him
to
run.
And lets him run. God gives the fool hands and feet and lets him run. All right. God gives the fool hands and feet and lets him run. All right. Let's do one more, then we'll try a different game.
Good.
What's another number?
904.
I'll just open it up. I'll open it up at random and just say the first one.
Yeah.
Gering zu sagen, schwer zu tragen. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Gering zu sagen, schwer zu tragen.
Easy to say.
Easy to speak. Easy to say. Hard to. What was the last one?
Tragen.
That means do it. Do it.
Hard to do.
Carry it out.
Hard to do.
And they're translating it as fulfill.
Fulfill.
Tragen. To carry. To carry out. To fulfill.
Yeah, carry out in that case.
Yeah. Easy to say. It's easy to say things. It's harder to do things. All
Carry
right.
them out. Sure.
No. All right. Was noch? Zeto is good, Hevre. What else looks good, friends? Back to the menu.
Mhm.
What's the string of pearls?
String of pearls.
Ah, does anyone know this song?
No.
This is a song.
It's a song. It's a wonderful song.
Oh, it's
It's incredibly catchy. And I found on YouTube a beautiful a cappella version
good.
that we can all enjoy together after we read through the lyrics.
Good.
It's not a very long song, nor is it very complicated. At least I don't think so. Easy to say, harder to carry. Would anyone like to give a read to the first verse? There's Jewish letters on top and English letters on the bottom.
Ich can.
Nearly parallel.
Maxine, do you want to do it?
No, I was just.
Okay, I'll
You go.
Perle, Gildiner von Mashiach ben David sitzt oben on. Halt a Becher in der rechten Hand, macht a Bruche auf ein ganzes Land.
Ah, yefe. Azoishe.
Somebody gave a blessing on the whole land. I can get that part.
Excellent. The Hebrew make a blessing.
Yeah.
So this translates, and now on the left underneath, my English translation, a schnurrela perla, a string of pearls, a gildene fun, a golden flag. Mashiach ben David sitz oben on. Messiah, the son of David, is sitting at the head.
Why
holding
is it golden?
a
Why is it
goblet
not?
in his right hand.
I'm sorry, Avi.
Oh,
why is it not golden instead of gildina? Is this a dialect?
I believe so. That's how I copied it. How I saw it.
Yeah. Okay. Schnirrele perelle.
A schnirrel is a string.
String.
And pearls are petals. And fon and on has a rhyme, and hant and land kind of has a rhyme.
So it's not Mashiach. I misread that.
It is Mashiach, Messiah, who in our tradition will have to be from
David.
Right, Ben David sits on high, sits up there, holding a glass or a beaker or a cup in the right hand, making a blessing for the entire land. Next part. This is Oimein v'oimein, das is vor, Mashiach vet kumen, dicken yor. Anyone have an interpretation here?
Beginning or the now?
Of this piece.
Oh, of this. Okay.
I don't really know, but it's like if we say a prayer, then the Messiah will come next year.
Yeah. Oi, omein umein, das is vor. This is real. This is
real. Yeah.
It's reality. Mashiach will come this year.
This year. Okay, could come this year.
Today's year.
Let him come tomorrow. It's all right too.
Why is it moved over? Pardon me. Here comes the good part. I should move this over and make this better. Vet kumen zu voren. Wellen sein guter Joren.
There will be good years.
Vet kumen zu reiten. Wellen sein gute Zeiten. What means reiten?
To ride a horse, no, riding.
Oh, skoja. And
They're coming to reiten. So there'll be good years, good times, right? Zeiten.
Yeah. And that kommen zu gehen. Wollen die Jiden in Eretz Yisroel einstehen.
Okay.
It's just a whisper of Zionism, of hopefulness. Yeah. Why not? And kommen zu gehen sort of translates comes walking, comes on foot.
Yeah, okay.
And if the Messiah just walks up, okay, then the Jews will settle ourselves in Eretz Yisroel.
Yeah.
So, questions, frages?
Was is Einstein?
Einstein, to establish oneself. Stand in.
So it's actually the verb comes last. So Eretz Israel comes in between. I think. Oh, okay.
I always like to say, like, poems and songs are usually the last place to learn grammar.
Okay.
That's where there's the most amount of creativity. But good
because
to
they're
pay
looking
attention.
Because they're looking to rhyme, so they have
Yes.
to change the order of the sentence
To make it rhyme.
Right.
A keen eye. All right. So this is I always get worried about playing videos on these things that it's not going to work. So everyone just say if you can hear it or not. But here is an a cappella group doing this song. I'm just going to keep clicking. Okay.
Go into the presentation mode. It may work there.
Does it go now?
Nothing.
You might have to go find it live and then share it. Because sometimes when you put it into a PowerPoint, it doesn't work. But you can sometimes put a link in or go to the actual thing and share that. Open it on your desktop and then share that.
All right, let me try. All right. Oh no. Oh no, why is it just no one hears music, right?
No.
No.
You
Now
have
I know
to
what
share.
to do.
You have to share sound
All right,
besides
I want
the
to
video.
share
You
this
have to
song
share
with
the
everyone.
sound.
It's too nice not to. Just bear with me just a moment. All right. Can everyone see, hopefully, a YouTube screen?
I see your name. Okay, there it is.
All right, I'm going to hit play, and hopefully it works.
There's no sound.
No sound?
You have to share the sound first. No.
No sound?
No.
I will try one last thing, then I will give up on this sharing, and I'll just send everyone the link. You think this would get easier after doing Zoom since 2020 every day?
That's it. Do this.
One last time. Thank you, everyone, for being so patient. Try one last time to make this work. I guarantee it's worth it. It's a great song. All right, I'm going to hit play. Is everyone here?
No.
We hear it. Shame.
Oh.
Sehr shame.
Well, how is everyone's strength? we have time or the strength for anything more?
Ja, noch ein bisschen.
No? Okay, good.
A klein bisschen.
Let's see what happens. Back to our menu. So most of these are pretty short, except for number 6, which is quite long. But today is the Gert Sedek's The Righteous Converts yard site. If anyone wants to know more about that, maybe I can, after, if everyone wants to hear about that later. But what looks good that we haven't done yet?
I'd like to see what you're talking about, the righteous convert.
All right. Without further ado, I mean, I like this because it's his 277th yard site, the Gert Sedek. And 277 years sounds like a long time unless you're Jewish. Then 277 years sounds like, 3 days in the scope of our long history. But I've provided a vocabulary list for this story. I guess there's a couple ways I could teach this. I could just tell everyone about the Gert Sedek if anyone just wants to know who he was. I guess what I can do here. Here's an idea. I'll show both for maximum language exposure. So a ger is a convert to Judaism, and a tzaddik is a tzaddik, a righteous person. So Duke Valentine Potocki, or Avraham ben Avraham, was a Polish duke, a talented intellectual who studied in a university in Paris. There he saw a Jewish owner of a tavern and how he sat and learned Gemara. Graf Valentin Potocki Avram ben Avraham is gewesen a Polischer Graf, a talentar Intellektual, was hat studiert in Universität in Paris. Dort hat gesehen, wie der jiddische Ballerboss von der Kretschme setzt und lernt Gemara. Questions so far on the setup?
Yeah. So we're assuming the Duke was not. He was a Polish Duke, but not a Jewish Polish Duke.
Correct. An earl. Okay. He was the Duke of Earl. He was a Polish noble. He became interested in it and he started to learn Torah. He also studied further at the Papal Academy in Rome and Amsterdam. Eventually, he converted to Judaism and settled near Vilna. Hat sich verinteressiert in dem und hat euch angeheben zu lernen Teure. Hat euch studiert weiter in der Peupischer Akademie in Rom und noch weiter in Amsterdam. Sof kol sof hat sich Magier gewähnt und sich besetzt nun zu Vilna. He wanted to go where the Jews are. He wanted to go by Vilna.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that they had a papal academy. So, good for them.
Well, they have to learn somehow.
They have to learn Latin, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So there, one time, he got angry with 2 non-Jewish kids who were bothering Jews while praying. Dort ist einmal beis geworden auf 2 nicht-jüdische Kinder, was haben gestellt Juden beim Davenen. So, 2 little pishers were bugging the Jews who were praying, playing kids. So what happens? Their father denounced him that he is a convert to Judaism. He was arrested, judged, and condemned, sentenced to death. Ze Tate hot gemassert, as zager, und me hot ihm arrestiert, gemischpit und vermischpit zum Teut. So not a good place to be, 17th century Vilna. So because today is his yahrzeit, the 24th of May, 1749, he was burned at the stake at the foot of the mountain of the Vilna castle. A local Jew disguised themselves, dressed up like a Christian, in order to approach close enough to steal a piece of ash and also a finger, which was later buried in the Vilna Jewish cemetery. So, dem 24. Mai 1749 hat man ihm gebrennt beim Slop zum Fußens von dem Vilner Schloss. Ein ortiger Jid hat sich verstellt vor a Christ, gesehen zuzukommen genug knowend und hat geganvet a Teil von dem Asch und auch a Finger, was mich hat später McCaver gewinnt auf in Vilner Beis Oilem. So, as I said before, a feld is sort of a non-Jewish cemetery. Beis Oilem is Davka, specifically a Jewish cemetery. So a local dressed up like a goy so he could sneak in and steal a finger and some ash to bury in the Jewish cemetery. A giant tree grew out from the grave, which became a holy place for Jewish pilgrims. A riesiger Bäum ist rausgewachsen von dem Käfer, was ist geworden am Makom für einen jiddischen Eule Regel sein.
That's nice.
So a makom is more than just like a place, but a special place, a holy place. Although the Polish Vandals destroyed the grave and the Soviets destroyed the entire old Jewish cemetery in Vilna, someone relocated the remains of the Ger Tzedek with the Vilna Gaon in the new Vilna cemetery. Hagam, Polnische Vandalen haben zerstört den Käfer und die Sowjeten haben den ganzen alten Vilner Beis Oilem zerstört, hat man noch übergeführt dem Barminen von dem Ger Tzedek mit einem von dem Vilna Gaon auf dem neuen Vilner Beis Oilem. So, a dignified end to an otherwise very undignified death to someone that was taken from us that shouldn't have been. And we never got to learn any of their Torah. So the Ger Tzedek, Duke Valentin Petovsky, this is your yahrzeit, your 277th yahrzeit. So we do not forget you.
Nice.
Questions, complaints? Any words from here you want to look back at in Jewish?
Vermishpeten.
Farmishpeten is to condemn, to sentence.
I emphasize the non-separable converb. Farmishpeten, yes. Okay, just an interesting word to me. Farmish. When you're farmish, confused.
Yeah, farmished. Finished. Confused. Mishpet from Hebrew is to judge.
Right, mishpat.
Where is it here? I have it somewhere.
Here. Mishpeten.
Yeah, mishpeten, to judge.
Yeah.
And farmishpeten, to sentence or condemn.
To condemn. Yeah.
Farmishpeten zum Tod, to sentence to death. Verstellen sich is to like dress up. Sort of just like what you do on Purim. Me verstellt sich wie Esther or wie Vashti or whatever. But, to disguise. And earlier we had that word behalten, which is sort of to hide. But here we have to dress up or disguise. Ganvenin, everyone knows what a ganef is.
Mm-hmm.
Thief. So this local guy, this local person, we don't even know if it was a guy, this local, Jew, what a shame. That could have been any one of us. I'm going to dress up like a Christian so I could sneak in and grab some to bury and do something dignified. Oh. Today is their yard site. All right, so I want to end on a slightly different note than the Ger Tzedek. So just thinking very breit, very broad. No wrong answers, just creative gymnastics. Who would win in a fight between the two letters Gimel and Lamed? And tell us your thinking. Chas v'shalom, the two letters get into a real argument here. Who's going to win on the streets?
Alice. Ich weiß nicht.
Neither do I. That's why I'm asking.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no wrong answers. There's just creative thought. Who would, they meet in that dingy Tel Aviv bus station and they bump into each other and they're going to get into a fight. Who's going to win?
I think the Gimel has in the little thing sticking out on the bottom. I think he's got a gun in there.
Okay. Gimmel's packing. Okay.
The Gimel's packing, right. Right.
I thought because the Gimel looks like it could stand a little straight on the Lamed. Yeah. Okay, but guns.
Lamed's got to do something about his stomach.
Oh. Lamed has to do.
Or the Gimel's got legs; he can run away and not.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And live to fight another day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Lamed has height, size to it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And it looks
important.
All right.
Gimel is younger, right? Gimel is 3. Aleph Bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aleph Bet
Okay.
3. And Lamed is
what
number
30.
I see.
So what brings you, is it youth or experience that really gives you the advantage? Being the Gimel early in the alphabet or the Lamed later in the alphabet? I don't know. Gimel can be a Gadol, but Lamed can be, Lomdish and very. Now I'm just thinking of Hebrew words that.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking about Hebrew,
a nun and a mem. I think they're neighbors.
Yeah, Gimel is Gadol, comes from big, and then the other one is Lo Gadol. Lamed is Lo Gadol.
Lo Gadol, it's not big. Okay.
So Gadol versus Lo Gadol. Katan. So that's it.
Okay. Unsof. All right. I'm glad we figured. Nun and Mem, aren't they neighbors? They're neighbors in the alphabet, right? Mem. Lamed, yeah. Lamed, Mem. No, these are neighbors.
Yeah.
So the Mem is so who would win in a fight here?
Definitely Mem, because he's got some other people hidden inside that big hump.
Okay.
And
they both have final form. They both have final letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, everyone thinks Mem has to do with water, because of Mayim, but what does
Mayim.
Nun have to do? What's Nun's like magic potion or superpower?
Mm.
Does Nun do anything in Hebrew or Aramaic? Like, I feel like Nun is just kind of like a pushy letter. I feel like Nun has the endurance that Mem would eventually get tired, and Nun would just be the nudnik that's going to be like, no, 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 no. And eventually the Mem is going to be like, genug. I don't know.
Genug.
It's going to take the Gimel and say, genug. But spiritually, from a from a religious standpoint, these are two really pious letters, the Mem and the Nun.
Mm.
They both have the same, they both hold Shabbos the same level. That's why they can live next to each other so well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last one. Pei and Fei. Who would win in a fight, the Pei or the Fei? Maybe they'll never fight. They're too similar.
That's good.
Okay.
How could I fight with you? You're my... you're me, I'm you. Okay. But with a dot and with a Rafa. Okay. Right. All right. Enough fighting. There's enough of that in the real world.
Right.
Well, it is fun to think about these letters. Who would... All right, Hevre, to give our learning a place to land here on Earth, where in traditional Ashkenaz, I am told we are needing 3 languages. We are needing Hebrew, Aramaic, and Yiddish. So to be Yotzi, those 3 languages, we like to say Yehei, Shmei, Rabbah, Mevarach, Leolam, Umei, Almaya. Let the great name be blessed forever throughout eternity. Umain, Umain. Easy to say, harder to do, but there we are. So thank you all for coming.
Dank.
It was a pleasure to participate, to hear, to learn with everyone. We should be doing these at the end of every month. They are free to attend if you feel like throwing a nadava or tzedakah. I guess it's not really tzedakah, be more nadava. To Chicago Yivo, you are free to do so at this website. If you like the slides or any of the materials for your own review, your own enjoyment, I'm putting my email address in the chat box. And just write to me, and I will send them to you pronto.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did you say you're going to post the meeting? Did you say you were going to post that? The session? Very good meeting you, Avi. Thank you very much.
Oh, shkoya. So I've stopped recording. If anyone wants the recording of this, I can send you the link, but I'm not going to necessarily post it anywhere.